A name is more than just letters on a birth certificate. It is a legacy, a brand, and a bond. But for the Jolie-Pitt children, the hyphen that once symbolized Hollywood's greatest fairy tale has become a battlefield. As one by one, the siblings reach adulthood and head straight to the courthouse, we are witnessing the final legal severance of a dynasty. Why is the name Pitt being erased, and what does it mean for the man left behind? For over a decade, the Jolie-Pitt surname was more than just a legal identity. It was the symbol of the most influential family union on the planet. The name represented a dream of a glamorous, powerful, and invincible multicultural family. However, in 2026, we are witnessing the historical systematic collapse of that very symbol. This phenomenon began as their eldest children reached legal age and consciously chose to drop the Pitt portion of their identity. To the public, this is not merely an administrative matter of civil records, but a loud and firm emotional declaration. The erasure of the name is the final stage of a severance process that has been brewing for 10 years behind closed doors. A name that once considered a golden ticket in Hollywood now appears to be viewed as a historical burden they wish to leave behind in order to start a completely fresh and clean chapter of their lives. Maddox's first step and the silent statement.
Maddox, as the eldest son, was the first to ignite this wave of change. His strained relationship with Brad Pitt since the 2016 plane incident has been an open secret. As soon as he gained legal power over himself, Maddox showed a clear preference for using only the name Jolie in both his daily and professional life. Although the legal process was handled quietly, the message sent was crystal clear to the rest of the family and the world. Maddox's actions served as a green light for his younger siblings to follow suit. As the eldest brother, he set an example of how to reclaim personal identity amidst the shadows of a highly publicized parental dispute. Maddox's move marked the beginning of the end for the dual surname usage that had been the hallmark of their clan in the international eye, signaling a new era where they define themselves solely by their own standards. Zahara and the viral moment at Spelman College. Zahara Jolie provided one of the most public announcements regarding her identity shift when she joined the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority at Spelman College. While introducing herself to the crowd, she proudly and loudly stated her name as Zahara Marley Jolie, notably excluding her father's surname. The video went globally viral, sparking intense conversation because it took place in an educational environment far from the controlled media of Hollywood. For Zahara, this moment was a declaration of independence.
She wanted to be known for her own achievements as a student and young activist, not just as the daughter of a famous actor. Her decision not to use the Pitt name in public seemed to confirm that her emotional ties had completely shifted. It was a dignified assertion of identity that left a lasting impression on the family's history, proving she is building her own legacy. Shiloh and the legal decision at age 18. Shiloh Jolie's case is perhaps the most traumatic because she pursued the name change legally the moment she turned 18. Unlike her siblings who may have done so informally in daily use, Shiloh reportedly went through official court channels to remove Pitt from her identity documents. This action is considered highly significant as Shiloh is the couple's first biological child to do so. The public views this as evidence that the family tension has permeated deep into the core of their blood relationship. Shiloh's decision to move legally shows an extraordinary level of maturity and certainty. She wanted no ambiguity in her identity as she stepped into adulthood. This legal step became a point of no return for Brad Pitt, who had to witness his daughter officially sever the cord of the legacy name he gave her at birth, choosing instead to be defined only by her mother's lineage. Vivienne and the Broadway production credits. Even the youngest, Vivien, has begun to show the same trend in her professional capacity.
While working as a production assistant for the Broadway musical The Outsiders alongside Angelina, her name was listed in the program simply as Vivienne Jolie. Although she is still legally a minor in some respects, the use of that name in the professional Broadway environment suggests Angelina's full support of her children's wishes. The removal of the Pitt name in these artistic credits shows that their new identity is being built across every facet of life, from education to career. For Vivien, who is known to be very close to her mother, this move strengthens the image that their future is about Jolie, while their past associated with the Pitt name is slowly fading from the public record. It is a subtle yet powerful transformation that signals a total shift in the family's public-facing brand. Why has the name Pitt become a burden? The big question lingering in the public mind is, why has the name of one of the world's most beloved actors become something his own children wish to avoid? In family psychology, a surname is often associated with safety and protection. However, if that name is linked more to trauma, legal battles, and emotional absence, it can turn into a constant trigger for stress. By letting go of the Pitt name, Angelina's children are likely seeking a way to heal themselves. They want to separate their self-identity from a drama they never asked to be a part of.
The name Jolie now represents stability, a consistent maternal presence, and a future they chose for themselves. It is not necessarily about hating a father figure personally, but about the urgent need to have a life narrative that is no longer defined by the painful conflicts of the past, allowing them to finally find their own internal peace. Angelina's strategy: supporting or directing? Naturally, there is debate regarding Angelina Jolie's role in this name change phenomenon. Critics often accuse Angelina of parental alienation, claiming she influenced her children to distance themselves from Brad. However, Angelina's supporters insist that these children are now young adults with minds of their own. Angelina has always stated that she only supports her children's desire to find their own identities. In the eyes of the law, decisions made by adults like Shiloh and Maddox cannot be forced by any parent. Angelina appears to be providing the space for her children to express their pain and desires through this identity shift. To Angelina, this may be viewed as a form of empowerment, ensuring her children are no longer just shadows of their father's massive fame, but instead are part of a strong, independent family legacy that she continues to lead with a fierce and protective devotion. The psychological impact on Brad Pitt. For Brad Pitt, losing his surname in his children's identities is a symbolic defeat that is utterly devastating.
Presenter TV host. Beyond all the Academy Awards and financial success, a man's ultimate legacy is often his name passed down through his offspring. Watching his children one by one legally and publicly reject his name is a cruel reminder of the failure of his domestic relationships. Sources close to Brad describe his feelings as a mix of profound sadness and frustration, as he feels he has lost the access to fix things before they became permanent. This is the heaviest public punishment for a father, not in the form of fines or prison, but in the form of a permanent emotional exile from the identities of the children he loves. This phenomenon forces Brad to face the reality that he may become a stranger in the very history of their lives, a man whose name was voluntarily erased by his own flesh and blood. Public reaction and the shift in opinion. The world, which initially showed a great deal of support for Brad Pitt during the custody disputes, has begun to show a shift in opinion after seeing the collective actions of his children. Society is starting to realize that if almost all the children choose to distance themselves and change their names, there must be a very valid emotional reason behind it. These children are no longer toddlers who can be easily influenced. They are intelligent and brave young individuals. Their courage to let go of a surname that carries such immense power in the entertainment industry shows a high level of character integrity.
The public is now offering more empathy to the children, respecting their right to determine their own identities without the pressure of a suffocating Hollywood legacy. This Jolie-Pitt name war has transformed from a mere celebrity scandal into a public lesson on the importance of child autonomy. The end of an era and the birth of new identities. This process of legal severance marks the total end of the Brangelina era. There are no longer any remnants binding them together, not even in a hyphenated surname. The future for Maddox, Zahara, Shiloh, Pax, Knox, and Vivien is now wide open with identities they have chosen for themselves. They are building a new dynasty, centered on strength, independence, and loyalty to one another. While the name Pitt may be gone from their IDs, genetics and history cannot be erased. However, by taking control of their names, they have taken back control of their destinies. They are proving that they are not just products of a celebrity marriage, but free human beings capable of determining who they truly are in the eyes of the world. This is the final chapter of a long war, ending with a new peace for the children who have finally become adults, standing tall in their own truth.